Hello, hi, and welcome to Empathic Fire. I am your reader, Jay. This is going to be a general message for Virgo in mid-April 2020. Hello, Virgo. How are you guys doing? I hope you are doing well. All right, friends, welcome back to the channel if you're a returning viewer. If you're a first-time viewer, obviously you're welcome here too. But for those who are returning viewers to my channel, you might be noticing something a little different here. This board is empty. Ooh. I haven't done that since I first started this channel back in 2018. So what you're seeing today, Virgo, is a little bit of an experiment. I started yesterday with Scorpio, and so now I'm going to continue with you guys. In my work with my guides, I've asked to kind of jazz things up a little bit with some of the readings that I do here for the general public. And so we're just going to do something a little bit more free form. It's going to sort of kind of mimic how I do my personals. You know, I kind of read as I go when I do personals as opposed to just setting out a spread and then interpreting the energies that way. So we're going to do that today with you and all the other zodiacs for the mid-months in April. So if you like that, if you want to tell me how you feel about that, go ahead and do so. I'm looking for feedback just to see if you guys are into it that way or if you prefer it to be laid out beforehand. But also it's more just to jazz things up for myself as a reader because, you know, I still have many things to learn and much to practice and much to become better at, I guess, as how I should say it. Anyway, as I was talking there, you had this flip out on the top. You got the Nine of Cups there. So maybe you've got some wishes coming true. Maybe you have some long goals that are finally coming to fruition for you. Possibly. We'll see. We'll see. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. I hope you're doing well. Where I am in the world, we're still under stay-at-home orders, still under quarantine. So if you're in the same boat, you know, Godspeed to you and Godspeed to everybody and your family and your friends. It is tough. A lot of people are out of work or in reduced capacity. So I understand the stress levels and the anxiety is probably through the roof for many people. But, you know, guys, if we just buckle down and kind of, you know, keep our heads, I think we'll be able to get or see our way out of this sooner rather than later. Okay. Anything else? Yes, still doing Instagram, doing daily oracle cards or mostly daily oracle cards over there. So if you want to follow me, I'm going to put that little icon here, or you might have seen it when you started up. Link is in the description box if you want to follow me, so feel free to do so, okay? All right, Virgo, I've already shuffled off camera and gotten in touch with your energy through meditation. I'm going to shuffle on camera now. The timestamp will be in the description box. If you want to skip over that part, you're totally welcome to. And the information on how to purchase a personal reading with me is down in the description box as well. Lately, I've had a few people ask for readings, but then like not be interested in paying or don't follow through, you know, with sending a payment. So I must stress that if you want a personal reading with me or any other reader on YouTube, unless they tell you, hey, I'm giving away a free reading or there's a contest or something like that, I think you should be safe to presume that you're going to have to pay for it. So I don't know why I have to tell people that. I think it's pretty obvious with the information that's down in the description box, but in case you were curious or in case you were somehow confused, you must pay. But you don't have to do anything you don't want to do in terms of purchasing from me. You can always find another reader if you don't like the pricing that's down there, what have you. Anyway, but if you have any other clarifying questions before you actually place an order with me, if you're curious about something not related to your tarot question, you can email me at the same address, okay? All right, let's get back into Virgo's energy and let's go ahead and see what's going on for you in the in the middle of April 2020. Virgo, April 2020, what are the most pertinent messages that Virgo needs at this time? Messages for Virgo in mid-April. Ooh, that's good. Normally when I have to reconnect to an energy, I might have to do a bridge twice or even 3 times, but not for you. So let's see what's going on. Mid-April messages for Virgo, please show me. Mid-month messages for Virgo, please show me. There it is, Ace of Wands. What else is there? Okay, please show me. Creative new starts, bright ideas. Got the feather duster there, so some of you might be on a cleaning spree in your home. So that's it. Start with 2, they say. Okay. Ace of Wands, 5 of Pentacles. So yeah, you could be having to take care of business in the home. You know, a lot of time spent at home, especially with a Virgo. You're definitely one of the signs that needs a clean space, or at least a comfortable space. Let's say it that way. So if your space is not comfortable, if it's cluttered, if it's in shambles, if I mean, with so many people, I don't know where you live or who you live with, but if you have to live with other people, your family, your friends, your children, whoever, and there's a little bit of a ruckus, there's a lot of mess, there's a lot of chores that get backed up because whatever. I feel as though there's literally with that feather duster, there's a need to clean for some of you. Some of you have this need to clean, and some of you are like noticing, again, if you've got kids who are home, or even just people who are clumsy, possibly coming into the house and things are breaking or things are in a disarray, this is really like stressing you out. Now, that's very like on the nose for the artwork, okay? Deeper than that, this is speaking to me, Virgo, that you need a revival in your physical space or in your tangible space, the things that you value, the things that you possess. Pentacles often is very quickly associated with money. So some of you need to clean up your finances, or you're finding that clean sweep of finances. Okay, what's that? Somebody's making a clean sweep with finances. What does that mean? Somebody's getting cleaned out financially. Okay. That sucks. But again, uh, tying that to the current events, that makes a lot of sense. Not to say that it's fair, not to say that's what you deserve. That's not the point of it making sense. It makes sense that if you or someone you know or someone who's close to you, that you are in partnership financially, if they've lost their job or if they've lost their income stream, that's going to affect you. So it feels as though in a very quick way, right? Very quickly, you have been put in a financial bind, or you are experiencing some type of financial loss. Not for all of you, just some, And they keep saying clean sweep of money, clean sweep of finances. So, it could be, some of you have had to rely on your savings. Some of you have had to rely on other streams of income, tapped into your 401k, tapped into your retirement plan to make ends meet. And it's like really quickly, like hemorrhaging. Like I feel like quickly your money goes away. Not all cases, just some. So that's a bit of a panic. That's a bit of a stressor, because this Five of Pentacles, I mean, look at this woman. She doesn't look happy to see these pentacles falling to the ground, or she doesn't seem happy to be experiencing these plates of hers falling to the floor and crashing and breaking. But ultimately, she's not helping herself as well. That's also what I notice when I usually indicate, when I interact with this card. She's not really doing much to change the situation, or she's so distraught and so distracted that she doesn't realize, instead of like covering your face with like one hand, you could maybe extend that left hand of hers and maybe reach out and try and save one of those pentacles from falling from the floor. You know what I mean? So not blaming you, not saying, you're not doing enough, but there is that sense of possibly being caught unaware, or being surprised by how quickly your financial situation has changed. You might be not as capable of recovery. It feels like it happens like that. Or, and that's the other thing that's going on with a lot of people, especially here in the States and other countries, maybe less so. But a lot of people are finding bills coming due and the bank account is reading zero, or the bank account is lower than it's ever been. And so you're in this pinch, you're in this bind financially. It's beyond tarot, it's beyond astrology. That's just common sense. At this moment, a lot of people are having huge upheavals to their money. The other part of this is that someone else specifically has come in and taken your money. Wow. What's that? Someone else is coming in and specifically taking your money. Some of you are in a fight over money. Some of you are, oh, wow, I have never seen that. There it is. I've never seen that. I swear to you, I've never seen that. Let me double check. Wow. I've had this deck for years and I've never noticed that. Check it out. On that hand, on that ring finger, there is a ring. And that would be the hand of marriage. So neither of these cards are traditionally linked to marriage, but I'm like, somebody is taking, listen, in a marriage, in a commitment, in some type of some tight relationship, possibly very specifically marriage for some of you Virgos, you're getting taken for your money, or you're taking someone for their money. It's still a general, guy, so it can go the other way. So you know your role in that if it applies. You know what I mean? And it's heavy because it's this cleaning, this feather duster, like cleaning somebody's clock financially, cleaning someone's bank account financially. Like if you are like a very rich person and you don't have a prenup, you will regret that, or they will regret it, whatever. There's something here where someone comes in and takes a full swipe out of your finances, takes a huge chunk of your money and walks out the door, or is preparing to walk out of the door, which leaves you in shambles, which leaves you, or whoever is being affected with this energy, it could go the other way. But whoever is left, without any cash, or much less cash than what they had, it's like they're dizzy. Their head is spinning how quickly this happens. Possibly because it was unexpected. The Ace of Wands is fast action. It's very quick. It's very impactful. It can be abrasive, shocking. Oh, wow. Like the wind is just out of your sails on this one. Very interesting. Let's see some more information. Further information for Virgo regarding this situation. Get some more information, please, for Virgo regarding this situation. More information for Virgo, please. Okay, yes, thank you. More information regarding the situation for Virgo. No, thank you. Just the one? No, they want another one. More information regarding the situation for Virgo. There it is. 9 of Swords. Okay. And the first one that came before that was the Page of Cups. Okay, so you're dealing with someone who may have played a little dirty, or Page of Cups, 9 of Swords. You may be playing with someone who wow. Okay. So for some, this is like your child. Your child has like taken you for a ride. Some of you. Because the pages can indicate children. And Page of Cups, water sign energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You could be dealing with a water sign, but you don't have to be. Ha! I'm getting, okay, wow. It's a little bit of a manipulation for a few of you. Not all, just a few. You see this Page of Cups and how, when I encountered this card in this deck, I always note, like, on those stems, right? It looks a little bit like, if you really look at it, like the stems are caught on fire, just a little bit. And if we could perceive it that way, this little kid is trying to put out a fire with like little droplets from a Dixie cup. Like what? So there's something here where that interpretation would mean to me that there's a fire, there's a call to action, a dangerous situation, or potentially a situation that this person started, right? Because, little kids can be mischievous, right? And can, when you're a kid, a lot of us have a little fire phase. Not me, but my sister had one. And my God, that was, anyway. So it feels like this person may have started a fire, figuratively started a fire and then rushed to put it out, but did so in a very weak way, in a very modest way, in a very ineffective way. Like if those flowers were literally on fire, or even if you think about watering plants, you've got these 3 flowers here that are in need of watering, and here comes little Junior with a Dixie cup full of water. Like that's not the effective way to do things. So someone around you, Virgo, or you yourself, whoever this is ineffective in the situation, and they may have actually caused the need for action. Does that make sense? Like that whole thing of starting a fire, but then when you go to put it out, you just bring back a small little cup And it's like by now you need a hose or you need a fire hydrant or something like that. Does that make sense? It feels as though someone is trying to, got it. Someone is trying to fix a situation that they caused and they're not doing a very good job at it. And in fact, that might be purposeful, or it might be just a result of how this person is. You know, I don't know what that, okay, we might clarify that. Because ultimately it leads to stress with the Nine of Swords. On you, on them, on both of you, I don't know. On everybody involved, I don't know. But it leads to this stressful situation with the Nine of Swords, where you or them, or like I said, everyone involved becomes overwhelmed, nightmarish. You know, that's traditionally what we see on the traditional depictions of the Nine of Swords. You see someone sitting in bed, agonizing, and having sleepless nights. So that could be it. You know, a lot of stressful, sleepless nights, perhaps in your home, over this situation, stressing over this person. If this is your child and they're misbehaving, or they're acting up, or they're rebelling in some type of way, if your child has swindled you out of your money, if your child has done things and gotten you into a financial bind, if your child is just in their own financial bind and you can't step in to help them, or they can't help themselves even though they've created this mess, something like that. There's a whole lot of mess going on and someone can't clean up their own mess. Interesting. Now, to go back to the story of the person who's cleaning your clock financially, I think some of you have been played by somebody, or some of you are being played. That's for sure. Just not all of you. Some, okay? If you feel you are, you kind of already know it. In other cases, you're not being played, but someone has taken liberties. Let's say that. They've taken liberties with your money. They've taken liberties with your hospitality, right? Because pentacles can be more than money. It can be your home. It can be possessions. It could be you loaned somebody your car and then they got into an accident and whatever. You see what I mean? There are many ways that the Five of Pentacles can resonate with you. Another aspect of that is time and effort, right? So someone could be wasting your time or has wasted your effort, or whatever. So I get the sense that somebody has taken liberties. They have played around here. Like, this is a playful Page of Cups. Look at him. He's having a good old time just dropping 2 little droplets of water on that flower. He's just enjoying the hell out of himself, playing games. Not necessarily reliable, not mature, not stable, not secure. Pages are still learning. That's why they represent children in the tarot. They're still growing. There's still much for them to do, much for them to experience, much for them to learn, right? So if you're dealing with an adult who's behaving in that way, or they're showing up in this energy, this person is immature for whatever reason, in whatever way, and that is stressful to you. It is compounded or made even more complicated if you are in partnership with this person, if they're your friend, if they're your business partner, if they're your spouse, whatever. Difficult to rectify this because the page is not equipped to take care of anything. Truly, no page is. They should be trusted with very little because there's still so much for them to learn, still so much for them to experience. You see what I mean? In the journey of life, if you think about the court cards, page, knight, queen, king, this person is just starting out. Why would you trust a new person to do much of anything? You know what I mean? It's like this person has not proven themselves yet, and still here they are in a capacity, in a role in your life, Virgo, where they can or they have given you tons of stress, or put you in a financial bind, or really screwed around and wasted your time, and then that stresses you out. Maybe it stresses them out too. I don't know. Let's clarify. I want to see more about this Page of Cups. Let's see more information on the Page of Cups, please. Who is this person? I mean, I think you probably recognize them already, but just to clarify it, because we all know more than one person, right? And, maybe, I don't know. I just want to see a little bit more. Thank you. Page of Pentacles. Wow. So definitely for some of you, this is your kid. That's 2 pages. So definitely some of you, this is your child. Now, it could be, that's another, see, there we go. Because I was like, there's got to be more to it, because I don't want to make it out to be that the page is the most awful person in your life. They're probably not. They're probably not. Not just because you care about them, not just because you love them. They're probably not a terrible person. But there are sometimes we have people in our lives who are not ready or not capable of doing something, right? And it's possibly through no fault of their own, or possibly through them not recognizing they have issue, right? Now, I clarified the Page of Cups, we get the Page of Pentacles. And look how similar that artwork is. The Page of Pentacles, he's ripping down plates from the wall too. Same way that the Five of Pentacles is seeing plates fall to the floor as well. So definitely for some of you, your child, or whoever the Page of Pentacles is to you, or these 2 pages, it might be 2 different people, or it might be the same person. And this is Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So if those signs apply, go ahead and use it. If not, don't worry about it. But we again see somebody who's being mischievous. All the pages in this deck are mischievous. I told you that. And in general, that speaks to the energy of youth, of inexperience, of immaturity, right? You're not able to, or you just have moments in your life or moments in a relationship where people act out and people act, without care or concern for the other people involved. So that is definitely made more difficult, Virgo, if it's your child. I'm not a mother myself. I'm not a parent myself, but I understand when you have kids, at least hearing it from my mother's mouth, you can't help yourself but to love them. You can't help yourself but to take care of them. You can't help yourself but to want to assist them, even if they make a mess of things on their own, even if they make situations worse for themselves. There's this natural instinct to step in and help. And I feel some of you are in that natural instinct to help a person, even though they might be the cause of all your worry, even though they might be the cause of worry and stress in their own lives. Because some of you, this is not even little children. These are your adult children who are doing this. You understand? So, again, I'm not a parent, so I can't fully relate, because I get the sense that this is patternized in this relationship for some of you, not all of you, but some of you. I get the sense that we've been here before. We come back to this Page of Pentacles attitude or disposition or behavior. Yeah. We come back to somebody coming into your life and sweeping in and taking things that don't belong to them. That could be another thing. This could just be the stealing of possessions, and I don't know your story. I don't know your details, but if you've got a child, adult or a small child or adolescent or whatever in your life who has issues with supporting themselves, and in this time of uncertainty in our world, a lot of people are going to do some pretty nasty things to even the people that they know and they care about. So if this is someone that you have known and loved and trusted for a while, they might be acting not in their best. And I feel sympathy for this person, which might be coming from you, Virgo. So anything else? The Page of Pentacles energy also shows to me knowing the value that you place on the relationship, or even the value that they place on it. Because when we talk about Pentacles, it's more than money. It is about not moral value, but understanding the weight of, let's say, the dynamic between 2 people. They know the value of your dynamic. If you are their parent, they understand that. They understand how to use that to their advantage. They understand what it means to them personally, what the value is to them personally. Does that make sense? So there's a very astute awareness of where the value is. Now, if we go back to this idea of whether it's your child or anybody else, that this person is cleaning your clock in terms of finances, and they're draining money from your bank account, or again, with that ring on that finger, for some of you, this is a partner of some sort. If this person knows the valuation of the property, knows the valuation of your company, knows the valuation of, they know how much money is in the savings, they know how much money is in the retirement, and they give that information to their lawyers, they have all that they need to know, because the Page of Pentacles is also smart. The Page of Pentacles is also very knowledgeable, or at least is attempting to walk that line of gaining knowledge, right? So this person, they know your accounts. They know your passwords. They have access to it. And if they didn't earn towards it, if it was, God, I don't know your story, Virgo, but let's say, again, you come from money, you come from wealth, and you've married someone, or you've gotten entangled with someone, business, romance, friendship, whatever. This person knows where you come from. They know what you're worth, and they're going to take you. That's just for some. Again, that's not for everybody. Please pick your stories, pick your information, take it with you. If it doesn't resonate, leave it. It doesn't belong to you, it belongs to somebody else. But this is a mixed bag of energy. It's not the best. It's not fun. I can tell you that. Any final messages for Virgo? And then we'll probably do an oracle card to wrap up. Any final messages for Virgo in mid-April? And to the floor it goes. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Dow, Justice, Major Arcana for Libra. Any other? Yep, they want a little more. And the Four of Pentacles. Okay. Somebody's going to fight hard over some money, over some property, over possessions, over anything of value. This is going to be a fight. Okay. Some of you, this is going to be a fight in court, which is, God, how long is that going to take? Because, again, with these quarantine orders and these stay-at-home orders. But anyway, Justice, Major Arcana for Libra. You might be dealing with a Libra, or you might not be. It does not really matter in general. But Justice speaks to setting the record straight, getting things in order, and making things right. Okay. Trying to have a fair outcome, trying to have a balanced outcome. But I mean, and this deck, I don't know why they had me choose it, but I feel like a lot of you, or at least a few of you, I should say, are going to really resonate with this artwork, because it's like so conventional, or it's a little old school. And it's kind of like, again, with this imagery of children. Look at this. That child is getting spanked with that wooden spoon. Some of us have been there before. It's not pleasant. But again, signaling back to the 2 pages that we talked about before. Some of you, this is legit, having to go to court over your child, having to set the record straight and get some type of balance with your kid, whether they are an actual, person under the age of 18, or if they are 38 years old. It really doesn't matter. And if this is, this is like dipping in both worlds for me, because for some of you, this is legit just like going to court and like filing charges, or going to court and dealing with lawyers and paperwork and all of that kind of stuff. This is, calling up, whoever is in charge of your finances and finding out, oh, XYZ person took 50 grand from your account. How? Well, you authorized them and they had access to it. And like dealing with the rigmarole of getting that transaction null and void, which is probably not happening if you've authorized, whatever. Like that's the physical world, okay? Because again, you have the 4 of Pentacles that goes with this, and you've got 2 cards of Pentacles. So a lot of you are dealing with things in the 3D physical world, Virgo, okay? The other aspect of this Justice card is karmic justice. What is fair, and what is balanced, and what is coming due, or what is balancing out in terms of cosmic order, right? Whether you believe in Jesus, whether you believe in, just a all-knowing, non-denominational overseer, whatever you believe in or don't believe in, that is also here, where you or them will have to come to terms with the actions that you perpetrated out in the world. Not necessarily towards one or the other person, not necessarily just to do in this dynamic. The entirety of the recent history of your life is coming up for judgment or coming up into the court of cosmic justice, right? And I feel that, I mean, look at this artwork. Somebody is going to be punished. Now, does that mean possibly someone's going to jail? Maybe. Does that mean someone will be fined? Maybe. Does that mean somebody will be cut off? And this is like justice that's held within the home. You know, if you have a kid who, or anybody, you know, a friend, a cousin, it doesn't matter. If you have someone who scammed you, who's taken you for a ride, who has manipulated you, or again, just like ripped you off. If somebody has ripped you off, it might be time to call it. You know, it might be time to call it, Virgo. You might have to put your foot down. You might have to dish out some tough love. And I mean, you know, we've kind of stepped away from this for many people in society. Many of us haven't. But this corporal punishment, this depiction here on the card, you know, a lot of people used to say in generations past, this was the only way that you get children to learn, was to physically harm them, right? That used to be a lot of the argumentation for doing that. I wouldn't say like that's what you have to do. I'm not saying to go take your kids into the other room and like beat them with a spoon. No. What I'm saying is to be tough, to be abrasive, to be uh, staunch and stern and very clear in no longer will this happen, and dole out some type of punishment. If you have to do that, set up boundaries, restrict someone's access in your life, do it. Yes, because now I remember what the other card is. Restriction, Four of Pentacles. Now look what's going on with these pentacles. Look what was going on before. With these pentacles, these were floating in the air magically. They're falling to the ground, right? Here they are again on a shelf, but they're just out in the open, and Junior can rip them off the shelf. Now what do we see? The pentacles are now placed in a cabinet with doors and this woman holding them in. Restriction. Someone is restricted now. You, them, both of you, I don't know. But there's this need to put up boundaries. There's this need to say no. There's this need to prevent someone from doing this again. So maybe some of you, you know, this could be like, you know, a story that's gone on for a phase of your life. You know what I mean? Because I do get the sense that someone here is learning a lesson now that will benefit them in the future. That's the justice aspect. You're getting a karmic lesson now, so that when you move on to a future situation, a future business partner, not another child, but how you continue to discipline or set up boundaries with your children. You know what I mean? In the moment now, you're learning something about yourself. You're learning something about the other person that now says, listen, we can't be so forthcoming, or not forthcoming. We can't be so giving or forgiving. There you go. Thank you. You can't be so open to allowing this person or people in general to take you for a ride. I'm not calling you out and saying, you know, this is your fault. Not at all. But I feel Virgo will quickly get wise to what has happened here. If you don't know about this already, and once you find out, it's like almost immediate that we go to this Four of Pentacles of trying to safeguard what we still have, which makes sense. If you're in a business deal, and some of you, this is strictly business. If you're in a business deal and your contract was crap with this person, or you gave them more permission than you should have when you first signed on to do business with this person, you now know going forward, oh, no. I'm not going to rush to read through any contract and sign. I'm going to be looking over that thing like with a microscope and everything like that for like a week before I sign my name to anything, because I got burned this time. Someone is getting burned here, and it's not pleasant, especially because you probably have trusted this person and you probably view them in such a light that you don't wish them any ill will. And that's the other thing here. You might be burned up about what's going on, and you might be hurt by how far it's gone, but ultimately I don't see you being angry. I see you being frustrated. I see you being sad with the Nine of Swords, right? I see you being, perplexed and unsure of what to do going forward, or, feeling as if you were a fool. But I don't see anybody burning bridges here. I don't see anybody, truly, truly, fully rejecting another person from their life. Maybe in some cases that is exactly what you need to do and you will do that, but your heart is not hardened. Let's say it that way. Okay. Let's see what oracle deck they want to use for you guys today. I gave an oracle to Scorpio, so it's only fair I give you guys one. Let's see. Oracle message for Virgo, please. Which deck? Divine Circus Oracle. That's very interesting. I wasn't expecting that. Wow, Virgo. Well, my condolences if you are dealing with someone who's, running a game on you. And I hope it goes in your favor, but, statistically that's impossible. You're all going to come out on the other side unscathed by this. But, Virgo, you got my sympathies, okay? All right, let's see an oracle message for Scorpio, or excuse me, Virgo at this time. Virgo, please, Virgo. Oracle card for Virgo, please. Thank you. Let's see. Pinhead Punciello, something like that. Card 24. Punciello? Apologies to anybody who, I'm assuming that's Italian, if you know what that word is. Apologies for my bad pronunciation. So, Pinhead Punciello. Look at that sad clown. Anyway, one of the gifts and the challenges of the modern world is that we can be spoilt for choice. We have so many possible paths, so many choices to make on a daily basis that sometimes excitement can become overwhelming, or a feeling of trying to do everything and getting nothing much accomplished in the process. The pinhead knows how to solve this dilemma. The entire universe can dance on the head of a pin. That means you only need one point from which everything can come alive. If you narrow down your choices to one, just one for now, everything else will come in time. Just as you would water roots of a tree and not notice that, excuse me, just as you would water roots of the tree and notice that not only do the roots grow, but so does the trunk and the branches and the leaves and the flowers and the bird life attracted to the tree and so on. So too do you need to just attend to one important task and the rest will happen naturally. It might seem like you are giving up on the many to tend to the one, but if you tend to the one, the many can come to life according to the timing of life itself. The Pinhead Punciello card comes to you with a prediction for your future and guidance for the present moment. Whatever confusion or overwhelm or whatever grand plans you are imagining, even those that seem so vast as to be impossible, the next step to your success is one simple step. Though there may be much to do, you can accomplish truly magnificent feats if you are willing to take just one step after the other. All right, so I get it. I'm not sure that you get that just yet. And that's not a knock at your intelligence, not at all. I get this still shocked feeling with the Five of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. I think that your head is still spinning and you might have a little more time needed to recuperate. However, given the Justice card and the Four of Pentacles that we were talking about in the latter part of the reading, it feels as though that's that time where you start to focus on just one thing and narrowing down choices, narrowing down options, and not really, giving parts of yourself here and there, like really focusing your energy and not over giving and not being too open and sort of willy-nilly with your energy. Does that make sense? All right, Virgo, that is your reading for mid-April. If you liked it, the like button is down below. Go ahead and hit that for me. Again, guys, this is a new format. If you're unfamiliar with my channel, thank you for being here. And if you liked it, please let me know. But for those who have been with me before, how do you feel about this new format? Kind of give me a little feedback on that. If you guys want that personal reading, it's down in the description box. Just email me and we'll hook something up. Feel free to share the video and, of course, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, my friends. That would be amazing. All right, guys, I will be back very soon with the May messages and then the mid-May, so you have those things to look forward to. Again, Virgo, I thank you so much for watching. Take care.